I know that under the surface there are quite a few new and unseasoned Conclave players, and shockingly still experienced ones who could definitely use a bit of instruction and advice on how to get ahead. So allow me to give you 5 crucial tips that have given me the competitive edge for a long time. Let's go ahead and cut into the first one right now. Movement. I know, the very basic habits you need, but it can't be stressed enough. Good use of the dodge button, melee airstrikes, sprint speed, and your mobility stat all come into play here, along with your own footwork. I highly recommend good uses of walls and doors to position yourself and to provide subterfuge and confusion in both attacking and escaping situations. Establishing safe routes you can trust through the maps to reach healing and energy pools is crucial to staying alive for long periods, so strain your fingers and eyes well, or one mistaken footing or route choice could lead to your demise. Having an evasive skill or weapon attack is a huge personal recommendation. There will come many times in various situations where you're not going to get out with just movement alone. Whether being pounced on by single or several players, or just caught in the crossfire of 2 dueling players, having an evasive skill or weapon attack is fundamental to controlling situations or getting out of them. Some examples are using any Nakana's blocking combo, which is the dash attack, Excalibur's Radial Blind or Howl with the Umbra variant, or Ash's Teleport or Smoke Bomb ability with or without the Tear Gas augment, which blinds enemies within casting range and is purchasable from Teshin in the Conclave room in Relays. All these and more are good choices to ward off unwanted attacks or crossfire and will certainly help you avoid a possibly untimely demise. Study each warframe and weapon to see what evasive actions they have and find the one that suits your style. You absolutely must have good doorway baiting and checking skills. You'll find a lot of situations where on offense or defense, you'll be taken through doorways and archways. And in my opinion, a smart player will have a great doorway and attack option ready and on hand. Popular examples are Robin's Teslas and Tripwires, Excalibur's Exalted Blade, Nova's Anti-Matter Drop, and most melee combos. As far as those go, the dual sword stance, whip swords, and Obex, for example, offer pause combos that excel greatly in checking blind corners and closed doors. Timed correctly, using your map and natural instincts can even lead to great and successful kills. Knowing what your build offers you in a situation such as this can be make or break out there, so don't sleep on these opportunities. I can never understate how important it is to know when to switch up and give them something different in the battlefield, because out there in Conclave you can become transparent fast, sometimes quicker than you figure. Knowing when to switch up during a game can throw opponents off and put a game in your favor before you know it. For me personally, I like to switch up my builds around the last 2 or 3 minutes in the match, planning around the opponent's builds and in many situations to take advantage of the energy surge in the final minutes. If you know you've got a solution on hand, waiting to build a false sense of security on the enemy can put you in first place spot if done right. You gotta have a strong melee game and melee choices out there, ladies and gentlemen. Never, and I mean never, sleep on the opportunity to hit an airstrike, a good slam, or some nice combinations. Even if you made Snipetrons or Daikyus and stuff like this, where you can use them for one-shot capabilities, you'll still run out of bullets eventually. Ammo economy is so important in Conclave, and some of those times you're not gonna be able to make it to the ammo pools. You gotta be able to fight with all resources available to you, and melee is a strong choice. Oftentimes, airstrike game is very achievable with polearms such as Castle War and Guandao, and sights like Reaper Prime, while dual swords of nearly all types, whips, and fist melees wreak havoc on the ground. The Nakana, another great example, once again has good balanced air and ground capabilities, with the pause combo even being able to reach on opponents who are floating in the air. As the block combo also has potential to stun and keep enemies on the ground for even more attacks. You can't sleep on it at all. Understanding these options will no doubt keep you alive or on the offense, even when your clip is low or depleted. But that's all from me, ladies and gentlemen, and if you have any suggestions, tips, and tricks that you yourself use that I didn't cover in this video, leave them down below in the comments. I really suggest you do so. Help the Conclave players of all stripes get their feet wet in the Conclave and be able to play to their best ability. I hope this guide helps you get the competitive edge in Warframe PvP, and I'll see you in battle. This is D Mystery here, and I'm up out of the building. Peace.